On the weekend, the Albanese government backed in Palestine's bid for UN membership. The motion is not full state recognition, but it does give Palestine more rights and privileges. Joining us live now out of Sydney is the Liberal Senator and the former Ambassador to Israel, Dave Sharma. Dave, good to see you as always. So we have this development and it's, 7 months on from a terror attack that started this whole thing. So Hamas would have to feel pretty good about that, would they not?
I don't think you can spin this any other way, Peter, than as a victory for Hamas. This resolution has advanced Palestinian statehood as far as it's been advanced in 12 years, since 2012. And the only thing fundamentally that has changed in that time is the terrorist attacks of the 7th of October, when Hamas committed countless war crimes and engaged in an unprovoked act of aggression against Israel. I don't think there's any other way you can portray this as a win for the forces of terrorism and bloodshed and a defeat for the forces of diplomacy and negotiation. And that's certainly how it's being seen by Hamas and its backers, and how it's being seen in the Arab world.
And the interesting, you talk about backers there's a lot of them, because 142 other countries supported this?
Well, they did, but, and Australia being one of them. So we found ourselves voting alongside Iran, voting alongside Russia, voting alongside Syria, voting alongside Qatar, North Korea, Lebanon, all countries that have close ties to Hamas. And instead, we found ourselves at odds with the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, any number of countries which on these issues we have always taken a very similar position to.
Yeah, and so if you were the Hamas leadership, you may well be thinking, right, OK, so we've made progress here, let's do it again.
Peter, that's undoubtedly what they're telling the Palestinian people. I mean, this move discredits the Palestinian Authority. It discredits anyone who's interested in a negotiated two-state solution, because what it tells you is you do what Hamas did and you'll move the ball down the field. Hamas would be taking tremendous encouragement from this. And the fact that Australia is one of the parties giving them encouragement, I think, is a great source of national shame and ignominy for us as a nation.
OK, let's go to Russia. There has been some interesting developments out of there before we go, Dave. Sergei Shoigu, he's been the defence minister in Russia for 12 years or so. He's overseeing this current war in Ukraine. Now, he has had some disagreements in the past couple of years with Vladimir Putin, and the president has pulled the pin on his role as the defence minister. He's moved him somewhere else, but do you think this is a demotion? Is there bigger things at play, as the reporter suggested a short time ago?
Look, I think it's definitely a demotion. Sergei Shoigu is moving notionally into a sideways position, but without anywhere near the level of authority he'd have as defence minister. People have been obviously unhappy with the war effort, Russia's war effort in Ukraine, in Moscow. Sergei Shoigu was, of course, the main target of Yevgeny Prigozhin's aborted mutiny last year. And he survived that with Putin's backing, but Putin has clearly decided to move him on. And interestingly, Shoigu's deputy was dismissed just a few weeks ago under a cloud of corruption allegations. So I think Putin is using the opportunity of a new term, a new mandate, to reshuffle some of his key positions. But I think the fact that he's putting an economist in charge of the defence ministry now suggests how central this conflict is to Russia's economy, but also how determined they are to prevail in this conflict.
All right, Dave Sharma, appreciate it, Dave, as always. We'll talk to you soon.